Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. The Bobcats will put toe to leather and will get started. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Roadrunners are in the hurry-up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. His ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Motion from the back.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a...
Breaks into the open. He smashes his way through again. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
And the Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field. The give out of the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games.
Turning it on! Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, we'll have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well,
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2. Down at the 13. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Good, right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
18. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
10. UTSA 7.
So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Roadrunners are on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Sweet cut there. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Now he's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, UTSA. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to go. Football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Roadrunners want to move quickly. Got it behind the line. It's Wallace. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
That's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Looking for room at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Tight end now in motion. Using his legs, it's Clay. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Clay. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Touchdown, Texas State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one, but that touchdown, this guy looks like the real deal.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man quickly. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Second down coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Under fire. On the run, still looking. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was
There he goes.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Muscling ahead on third and short.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll immediately call timeout. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. DB's right up on the receivers. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Backed up now, here's second and long. Handoff to the single running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Roadrunners will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got him downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys. One on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Going to look downfield again. It's complete.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Fourth and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on fourth and short.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they try to go draw on that one. There was just nowhere for the back to go. Great job defensively.
Yeah, and great penetration. You want him to run upfield in the draw play. The defense doesn't bite, stuffs the run.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Bobcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Quick pass on the fly motion. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Touchdown, Texas State. They move on top here in the fourth. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Finds a man in the middle, and they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Roadrunners will hustle to the line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last two games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Now they'll run the draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Bobcats send out the punt unit.
Number 14, odds to punt it away.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Rushes on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man on the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Roadrunners will call on their punt team. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Bringing the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time he's got it. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Finds his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Bobcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. The play-action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick.
Breaks into the open. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. And the Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UTSA.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past, then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. He's loose. Touchdown, Roadrunners! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
UTSA 42, Texas State 20.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Takes a handoff. It's Clay. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. Throwing on the run. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Ripping through the defense. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives. It's hard.